Hey, thanks for watching. This is another tutorial video for 10 HP Ironman Combat, and it is for Agrith Naar. And essentially with this one, you're going to want a Guthix Rest because you need to have at least 15 HP when you're entering in. The attack can hit upwards of an 11. Apparently, Wiki says that its max hit is 14, but I disagree with that because on fandom it says that it's 11, and I didn't see any hits, like even at 12 or anything. So I think that its max hit is actually 11. If you want to be safe, you can sip an extra sip before you actually step out into the recoil tile. For some reason, Sun Hurts Me was talking to me and told me to go to that tile. I went to the recoil tile and had to use some supplies, but not a big deal at all. This was actually my first trip. I had watched Sun Hurts Me and Twiddle Level 3 do like multiple trips in order to essentially get the dynamite off on Agrith Naar. You can see on the top left all the death piles that I have going right now so that I can have the inventory for this. And the reason why we were doing it is because we wanted to be able to potentially remove the Darklight in Bounty Hunter if the creators were going to support it to get no combat XP, to see if we could get the additional RFD quest and Shadow of the Storm completed. And fortunately, on my last dynamite on the first inventory, I got my max hit of a 4 on Agrith Naar. So at that point, I was waiting. I opened up my RuneLight tools for the visual metronome for basically tracking the poison tick every 30 seconds because you want to step out into the recoil for 1 damage on the last poison tick while wearing the the weapon that you need. I think it's like the dyed silver light at this point. Other than that, you just step out, step in, and keep going. So I didn't use any brews at 14, which I guess if you're a hardcore and you're really nervous about it, you could. And I didn't even need to do that much damage. So I had my recoil on me. Once I got the poison to proc, then I had the visual metronome popping off so that I could basically step in and out. And I essentially just went until the damage was there because I wanted to ensure that the poison could actually kill him. If you don't do any damage and you just try to do poison dynamite, it's not enough poison dynamite to actually take him out. So I'll speed up the kill here, but basically it's pretty straightforward. You're just going in and out and taking the hits while the poison is going until you feel like you're at a point where you know you can die from the poison that is remaining. Or if you just want to use the recoils, it's not that big of a deal to get more of them, to be honest. Magpies are pretty easy. So the only sad part about this is that upon upload, they actually didn't even create a level 3 to like 30 bracket for Bounty Hunter, and it wouldn't have been guaranteed that trying to remove the Darklight would have nullified the combat XP anyways. It would have been cool to have Shadow of the Storm done because it's one more quest that could have been completed, and then also a subquest for RFD for gloves update and the Hellcat, which would have been cool to have the Wily Hellcat since I have that quest done. Now you can see here on the 30, I step out and take the damage around the same time as the poison, and I'm wearing it. So basically it becomes a Darklight. You just click somewhere else to not get the combat experience, and that's pretty much the way that you do this fight. It's not as hard as it used to be. You don't have to have like 300 plus purple sweets. It's just way easier. Shout out to Sun Hurts Me and Twiddle Level 3. Unfortunately, they were not able to figure out a way to get rid of the combat XP or nullify the combat XP as well. So we're stuck with not having the quest complete. But if you're a UIM, you can die. And if you're like a hardcore and you can't, you can do the Pirate Pete to get rid of it and get it unequipped and reobtain it. So that's it for this one. Not a quest complete, but something done in fashion. See you in the next one.